how's it going guys? And thank you for coming back to the channel again. Man, I love Lumix S5IIX so much since I got this camera. But GH7, you know, Lumix, they handed it to me like, yo Ken, you're gonna love this camera so much. And actually, it's like something like a supernova. And now, I'm not exactly sure which should I use as my main camera. S5IIX or GH7. The spot to film the video. But yeah, let's just go with this today. I guess you guys have the same question. Which should you go for? Lumix S5IIX or Lumix GH7? And which is for food? I made a full detailed review for each, and now I am ready for hitting the crux of this topic. Watch this until the end, and you will find the answer that you're looking for. First of all, let's see their overall spec. Lumix S5IIX is a full-frame camera with a 24 megapixel in photography, and it shoots up to 6K 30 FPS 4:2 or 10-bit, and also external SSD and HDMI recording are available. And this GH7 is a micro four thirds camera with a 25 megapixel in photography, and it shoots up to 5.8K 30 FPS 4:2 or 10-bit, and it shoots ProRes RAW HQ internally with a CF Express card. Of course, SSD and HDMI recording are available as well as S5IIX. Okay, next let's talk about their image quality. So they can do the pretty much same thing in recording options, but they offer slightly different things. First of all, S5IIX max resolution is 6K, but it's 5.8K in GH7. Well, there are not a big difference, but GH7's 5.7K has a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is a little difficult to use compared to S5IIX 3:2 6K in video. And GH7 offers 60 FPS and up to 5.7K, but S5IIX has it up to DCI 4K. Also, GH7 has 120 FPS and Full HD 4K and DCI 4K, while S5IIX doesn't have it at all. Its max frame rate is 60 FPS. So I counted. In total, S5IIX has like a 59 recording options, but GH7 has 67 recording options. Plus, GH7 has a 420 8-bit Full HD in MOV codec, which S5IIX doesn't have. So actually, GH7 has more recording options. Even though most of us don't use most of them, it's still a great option to have a 120 FPS 4K. So if I consider only about this, I could say GH7 is a better video camera. So they both shoot on vlog, but the sensor is different, so maybe the color is different. Let's take a look. Well, how about that? Slightly GH7 looks shifted to magenta a little bit, but I guess I can see S5IIX is brighter sometimes as well. I shot them under the exact same condition, but color and exposure might be different because things are changing constantly outside. So sometimes there is a slight difference, but I guess it's just a micro difference that we don't have to care about that much. So this one is S5IIX and this one is GH7, and this is my guy, Ran.
Hi, I'm Ran. I'm happy, thank you.
So, how is the color? They both are Lumix. I'm not sure if there is a color difference or not. Both are vlog, so of course I'm gonna color grade them equally. But yeah, anyway, they look same most of the time. I don't think there is a big vlog color difference between GH7 and S5IIX, micro four thirds and full frame. So here is the interesting topic. GH7 has ARRI log, which S5IIX doesn't have. So let's see if there is any differences. By the way, this time I transformed those ARRI or just normal log to Rec 719 first, and all footages were processed in the same way with the right way. And I added some color grading on them, but the same thing was applied on each. What I want to say is there is almost no color grading advantage and a disadvantage. So ARRI log versus log. Okay, there is a huge difference. The way the color comes out is really different. In GH7 ARRI log, every color has a lighter step than S5IIX log. I don't think there is a color detail and dynamic range difference between those. It's just the rule of color is different among those. So this one is GH7's ARRI log. That one is vlog from S5IIX. So I think ARRI log is a little brighter than GH7, right? But how is the color difference? Like skin tone, my t-shirt, how is that white? How is the black? Is there any difference? But personally, I like ARRI log better. When I shoot on GH7, I always use ARRI log. It just fits me better. So far, we've been testing the image quality difference between Lumix S5IIX. I'm not sure why I am this, but clearly I have to run, you know. So what I was saying, so yeah, the image quality difference, I mean, there's a slightly, difference, but I guess it's not that huge, except that, ProRes RAW, something like that. But more important thing is, this video is brought to you by Motion Array.
We need the best music for this video.
Get it on Motion Array.
Go to Motion Array now to get everything you need to create stunning videos.
Motion Array is a platform with tons of video assets like video templates, stock footage, photos, music, and sound effects. You can have this, and this, and this, and this too. Okay, let's stop it. I can go like forever. So I am traveling right now, going places to places. So that's why I am filming this video like this. But once you sign up for a month or year, no matter where you are, you can access to the Motion Array and get thousands of assets anytime without an additional fee. And what's amazing thing is it's really easy to use. It has a unique filter to find what you're exactly looking for. They are simple to customize fast to get the effects you want. And not only the video templates, there are over 50 powerful plugins are included in each plan to level up your video editing. From color grading to keying, sharpening to stylizing, these are high quality plugins to help you power up your edits. And if you use the extension, you can download and import every asset you need right inside of your Adobe applications like After Effects, Premiere Pro, and Photoshop. And there's a built-in collaboration platform called Review that makes working together really smooth. So if you have a client work when you need to send a draft and fix it, this tool makes the process so much faster and efficient. You can try it for free. Of course, you don't have full access to everything, but at least you can have 100 of free assets. All you gotta do is hit the link in the description below. Try it before thinking. Oh wait, don't think, just feel. So now let me dive deeper in the color section. So GH7 can shoot ProRes RAW internally, which is one of the big strengths of this camera. S5IIX can shoot just a normal ProRes through a USB-C cable, by the way, which is not a RAW. Initially, I was like, okay, probably there won't be a crucial difference. ProRes RAW, meh. No. I was super wrong. Huge difference. There was already a difference right after transforming them to Rec 709. GH7 RAW has more detail on the sky, and every color looks more blended than S5IIX ProRes. At the next step, color grading, the difference gets just bigger. I didn't expect this much of difference. I can immediately see GH7 has a richer data. Simply, it just looks so much better. I know ProRes RAW and the B-RAW are different, but like I said in the GH7 review video, this camera has a really similar vibe as a Blackmagic camera. That's what I really love about this GH7. So this color grading capability can be one of huge benefit of having this GH7. By the way, both can do HDMI B-RAW recording. So next, let's talk about the huge topic when it comes to the battle of full frame and micro four thirds, bokeh and low light. So first, bokeh. No need to explain. There is a clear difference. Both were shot on f2.8. S5IIX has a blurred background like this. GH7 is not all bad, but when we see them side by side, I can't be satisfied with GH7's bokeh. I think things get harder to make a blurry, melting background on a micro four thirds cameras. You're gonna need to use something like a f2.8 prime lens all the time when you want to create melting bokeh. I mean, there is already difference between full frame and APS-C in this bokeh, but now full frame versus micro four thirds. Come on, no chance for micro four thirds. About the low light. Well, GH7 is doing pretty good job against full frame S5IIX until the low ISO like a 4000. Especially when there is a light source, GH7 can shoot things without a massive noise. Of course, at this point, S5IIX is better, but yeah, not like I want to throw this camera away. But when there is almost no light, when you have to rely on a high ISO, GH7 gets a rough noise like this. You can clean it up a little by noise reduction, but S5IIX does a 100 times better job. I think you can use this GH7 for, night, street kind of thing, but like this situation, not enough. Well, we knew that, but seeing is important. So next, let's see their build quality quickly. Well, GH7 is heavier and more chunky, but at the same time, it got a better grip and holding feel. It's more like a rounded body, while S5IIX is a square type of design. GH7 looks compact, but it's like it got a ton inside. Especially GH7 has this fan right here and another one right here. Maybe you can't see it, but there is a fan right here. Like I mentioned before, GH7 has the amazing video performance, so because of that, this gotta have the fan. Basically, they have a pretty much same thing. The basic buttons and dials are same, but GH7 has a little bit more. Like it got a separated audio button and operation lock switch and the extra recording button at the front. And also, this got a tally light like this. This S5IIX doesn't have it. So those are telling us that this GH7 is a video specialized camera in terms of the usability and the functionality. When it comes to shooting photos with a viewfinder on S5IIX, it feels more right than GH7, but it feels more comfortable to shoot videos on GH7 than S5IIX. Anyway, both have an amazing build quality, but I could say GH7 has a better one. If you want to know more about the detail, go watch each review video. So last thing I'm going to talk about is autofocus and image stabilization. So about the autofocus, the same, really same. Well, you may feel S5IIX has a little bigger focus motion, but that is just because of the sensor, bokeh difference. Autofocus performance itself is not different. Both are crazy good. It's fast and accurate. There's no autofocus degradation in GH7 just because of its Micro Four Thirds camera. Equally fantastic. When it comes to IS, I am not 100% sure, but GH7 looks a little bit more stable than S5IIX. When it's normal IS, GH7 had a less big shake, while S5IIX sometimes had it. Even when it's electronic IS, GH7 looks more stable to me. I honestly and technically don't know exactly why there is a difference between those cameras and this IBIS, but yeah, as a matter of fact, there was the difference. Okay, this is it. That was super interesting. At some point, GH7 was better. Like ProRes RAW recording, and I forgot to mention this, but this got a more detailed audio setting. And 32 float audio recording, although I don't know what the hell it is. And plus, GH7 has a faster continuous shooting than S5IIX, like GH7. And this one is S5IIX. Slightly, GH7 is faster. Oh yeah, and a better build quality. But the thing is, are those things worth having it by giving up full frame sensor? There are some issues like bokeh and low light capability. Also, they have a different mount element for S5IIX and Micro Four Thirds for GH7. So if you're new and you're about to buy your first camera, I definitely recommend this S5IIX for you. Maybe S5 II is enough. Although GH7 is a super, semi-cinema camera, S5IIX is more versatile, and this can fit more people. Although GH7 is a super hyper and a budget semi-cinema camera, S5IIX is more versatile in many ways, and this can fit more people. But if you're using GH5 or GH6, GH series, and on the fence upgrading to full frame, I think you want to stick to the GH series because you already live in the GH Micro Four Thirds ecosystem. So for you, GH7 is great option. It can definitely work in a shooting client work situations. Don't think like I'm using GH5 and I want to upgrade S5IIX, GH7. I want to work professionally, so I gotta throw all those lenses away to move on to element. No, you definitely can work professionally with GH7. If you want to have just better video performance, this GH7 is gonna work perfect for you. So to me, this comparison was super difficult because the more I do the test, the more I understand the position of GH7. Each target is totally different, so I just can't say like which is better and which is for food. Each product has the crux and the purpose. Which to choose totally depends on your vision. But for now, I decided to use this GH7 as my main camera in this YouTube shooting, and as B cam in my work situation. A cam is S5IIX because it is just more versatile, but GH7 is more fun to me. Where the impurities and the essence are mixed up together, what do you choose and what do you give up? Only you have to do is to have your own back. Okay, this is it. If you have any questions, just shoot me anytime, anywhere. And if you like this video, show me a thumb and hit the subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao.